Welcome back to the channel, guys, on this beautiful rainy day in Canberra.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed our video on how to make a wreath. We certainly had a lot of fun with that project, and we've got another beautiful plant to show you today.
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about Sedum Rubrotinctum Aurora, which is this specific guy in the middle here, and we've got a couple of other variations which you can see on the sides here.
Yeah, so it is a cultivar of that Rubrotinctum plant. These Rubrotinctum are actually a hybrid between a Sedum patchophyllum and a Sedum Stahli, so yeah, they are pretty unique and amazing plants.
So as you can see with these ones, they're very low growing plants. They only get up to about 15 centimetres tall and about 90 centimetres wide.
So that's 6 inches tall and 24 wide, just in case you're overseas somewhere.
And yeah, the first thing you'll notice with these ones is they tend to get this nice little pink flush when they get a little bit of sun stress. Whereas the rest of the plant, you'll see they get kind of a whitish, greyish to light green kind of colour. So very beautiful when they get those flushes, and that's in contrast to the other ones over here, which tend to get a bit of a red flush when they get heat stressed. Further to that, you'll also see they get quite beautiful star-shaped little flowers which are yellow, and they'll tend to get them in about summer or spring is when they'll tend to flower. And yeah, I think we'll move on to the next topic.
Yeah, so one of the great things about the jelly beans is their location. So we've got them in multiple places in our garden and in the house. So we've got some potted, we've got some in hanging baskets, and then we've also got some actually in the ground. And this is because all they really need is well-draining soil, and then they should actually thrive. So very, very versatile plants. We've got them in lots of locations. They are very hardy as well. They'll go down to about -7 degrees Celsius, which is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. However, if you do get lots of heavy frosts day after day, they will definitely affect this plant. They'll get frostburn. In our garden, we've got bigger plants, so we find that they do die back a little bit, but by spring...
They take a little bit of a knock, but they usually recover. Yeah,
they come back. So this is a great thing for us in Canberra. Depending on where you live, obviously let us know how you go with those plants, but we find that they're an extremely hardy plant.
Yeah, so we'll move on to plant care now, and so one of the key things which Gareth already kind of touched on was that they need well-draining soil, like pretty much every other succulent. They do tolerate a range of temperatures, which is beautiful for us in Canberra. We go from about -7 or 8 degrees in Canberra to about 40 centigrade. So big variation there that seems to be able to tolerate. Further to that, just make sure that you water them a little bit more in summer compared to winter. And then, in terms of checking when you do need to water them, just easiest thing to do, either pop the finger down or like a little skewer, check if there's any moisture or anything there. And if there's not, give it a bit of a water.
Yeah, not a bit of a water, give it a
good soaking.
Give it a good soaking, so they love to be soaked, like most succulents. Very, very simple to take care of. Yeah, so that brings us to propagation, which is another fantastic thing about jelly beans. So you will notice that if you knock a jelly bean whilst handling it or whilst walking through your garden, that you will knock off some of the leaves. And these leaves will definitely form roots. Well, not definitely, but very, very high likelihood in our experience. So if you pop them on a windowsill or up in your greenhouse, definitely get roots. The other thing that you can do to propagate so easily as well is they do get aerial roots. So again, we'll pop a picture up of that or a video. You could just cut below those aerial roots, and again let the stem callus, and then about a week later you've actually got a more established plant to pop in your garden or in a pot. So very, very simple plants to propagate. Yeah, so any other fun facts with this beautiful jelly bean plant, Jared?
Yeah, so I guess with that, in terms of being a fun fact, being a jelly bean, it's not actually edible. So these are a little bit toxic, so just make sure that your kids and also any animals don't eat away at them.
Speaking of animals, we do get a quite regular visitor to our garden, which is a possum, and he does actually eat these things, doesn't he, Jared?
I'd hate to see him later that one, that's all I can say.
Yeah, he takes a good munch off one of the stems, and I don't know. Sometimes you do hear him making funny noises, so maybe it's because he's eaten a poisonous plant, but who knows, he's still around, or she's still around, so, can't be terrible for them.
I think the key thing with it is that they tend to give you a little bit of diarrhea or vomiting, so it's not fatal, but it wouldn't be fun either.
Yeah, so if you've got younger kids or you've got animals, just something to be aware of, definitely. So Jared, why do you love this plant?
More than anything, it's just the beautiful pink flushes you get throughout the plant when it's a little bit sun stressed. It's a very nice contrast to the rest of the garden. And also just the versatility on it in terms of being able to use it for other projects. It's very cool like that.
Yeah, and I actually agree. I love that you can grow it in such a wide variety of mediums, or pots, garden, everywhere, and how easy it is to propagate as well, to add to your collection, to your garden, and have more of them en masse. So
So if you've liked the content today, guys, or if you enjoyed it, please throw us a subscribe and a like. It really does help us. And
what are we bringing to the next, Jared?
So we'll be doing a few craft videos on how to make a kokedama.
That's exciting. So we'll see you soon. Stay tuned.
See you guys.
Bye.